things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the San Jose State Spartans. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So San Jose State's offense has the ball first today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Finds his tight end, and they pick up just a few on that completion. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Works the middle. Oh, he's got some space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Hauls it in. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Spartans are flying down the field. Quickly out to the tight end.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Rides the back on the option to give. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. It's complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Huskies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Looking to fire. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's McFarland. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires left. Got it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Off play action.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? They'll try to sneak it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Hunt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Give to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Second down, he'll throw it. The sure hands, it's McFarland. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now it's second and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Here's the pressure. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Potts. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. This is now a 7-point game.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Bland. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on second and long. Trying play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. Coming to the line looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. To the ground with the back. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. If it's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one...
Turning it on! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, San Jose State.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Syracuse is currently ahead of this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 10 over Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The run from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on second down. They're setting up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. And the returner will be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. A little screen to the running back. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Use the play fake, now to throw. Scrambling away. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. You just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
They'll leave it with him. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly complete. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. A field goal attempt from here would be 54 yards. They'd love to pick up a few on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Spartans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. From the gun, running back on the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll do it himself. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Amidst a den of deafening noise, he'll try to tie the game. And it's no good. He missed it. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got him downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. Plucks it out of the air. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. The Spartans want to move quickly.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Setting up the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to him on the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this offense has got to pick their spots, right? Like, you got to use the sideline if you can, get the big plays and get the first downs. Be very smart here down the stretch of this game, maximizing yards, but maximizing time.
Bring in the heat. There we go.
every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And these are the ones that make me want to remove kickers from a game. I mean, this is a chip shot field goal. It should be an automatic 3. He misses. Wasted drive, wasted opportunity.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough.